On a stormy night, five friends gathered at one of their houses, fueled by excitement and curiosity. They had heard chilling tales about an abandoned railroad track just outside of town, rumored to be haunted by the souls of lost travelers. Intrigued by the stories, they decided to investigate the track for themselves. As the clock struck midnight, they piled into a small car and drove through the rain, the headlights illuminating the dark, winding road. The wind howled outside, adding to the eerie atmosphere. When they finally arrived, they parked the car and stepped into the thick mist that enveloped the area. The railroad tracks were overgrown with weeds, and the rusty metal glinted faintly in the light of their flashlights. They walked cautiously, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and thrill. The air was heavy, and an unsettling silence surrounded them, broken only by the sound of raindrops hitting the ground. As they approached an old train station, the atmosphere grew thicker with tension. The structure was dilapidated, with peeling paint and broken windows, giving it an ominous appearance. Inside, dust hung in the air like fog, and the scent of mildew filled their nostrils. It felt as if time had stood still there. They began to explore, their footsteps echoing in the empty hallways. The walls were adorned with faded photographs of trains and passengers long gone. Suddenly, they heard soft whispers, almost like voices calling out to them. "Leave before it's too late." The friends exchanged nervous glances, but their curiosity pushed them forward. One of the bravest friends, Jake, ventured deeper into the station. He discovered a small room filled with old memorabilia, vintage suitcases, rusted tools, and a broken clock frozen at midnight. Intrigued, he picked up a dusty pocket watch, but the moment he did, the whispers grew louder, surrounding him. Feeling a chill run down his spine, Jake hurried back to his friends. They were gathered near the entrance, their faces pale. "Did you hear that?" he asked breathlessly. They all nodded, fear evident in their eyes. Suddenly, the power of the wind outside picked up, causing the doors to slam shut with a deafening bang. They rushed to the exit, but it was locked tight. Panic set in as the whispers transformed into cries of anguish. The friends could feel the walls closing in around them, and the air turned icy. Just then, a shadowy figure appeared at the far end of the room. It was a ghostly apparition, its face twisted in despair. "You shouldn't be here," it wailed. The sound echoed through the station. The friends were frozen in fear, unable to move as the spirit advanced toward them. In a moment of sheer instinct, they turned and sprinted down the hallway, desperate to find a way out. But every door they tried was barricaded, trapping them inside. The cries of the spirits grew louder, blending with the sound of their own panicked breaths. Finally, they found a small window at the back of the station. It was just big enough for them to squeeze through. One by one, they climbed through, feeling the cold air rush against their skin as they landed outside. But when they turned to regroup, they realized one friend, Lisa, was missing. They called her name, panic rising within them. Just then, they heard her voice, faint and distant, coming from inside the station. "Help me. I can't get out." Desperately, they rushed back to the entrance.